Hey everyone, it's Sam. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is video number 2 of this plan with me because a few of you had mentioned that you cannot hear me in my plan with me, so I am taking the old one down and putting this one up with a new plan with a new voiceover. So I am using this Beetlejuice kit for the week of September 13th through the September 19th. This is my birthday week, and this is also a very special plan with me because it is a collab with Maria of LDW_plans. I will link her video down below. And sorry for the beginning part of this because something happened in my editing and it flipped. So it does change in a few seconds, but it is backwards for almost a full minute. So yeah, for the plan with me, we did come up with some questions. She came up with 3 and I came up with 3. So while I am putting down the base of this spread, I will be answering those. Just an FYI, I did also use the red sparkly wiggle from SPC. It is the old format, so I had to use half cut headers through everything, which was a pain, as you know, but it still came out phenomenal. Like, I'm obsessed with this spread. And yeah, so getting into the questions, the first question she had asked was, who is your favorite Beetlejuice character? And also, if you've watched my first video, sorry if the answers may have changed a little bit because I don't remember what I said and I'm not watching it back. So, who is my favorite character? Barbara. Just Barbara. Like, I feel like I can relate to her. The second question is, what is your favorite scene in the movie? It is when they got the house and they're going through the rooms and Delia opens up the closet door and Barbara's hanging from a noose with like a face, and then she then holds Adam's head, like, and they scream because they can't hear, like, they can't see her, but they think that she thinks that they can at first. So that is my favorite scene, along with the dinner scene, of course. What is your most memorable birthday? It's hard to come up with one, but I believe I actually said in my voiceover that I'm deleting the video for. It was the birthday 2013. It's because I worked at the spa. I was a massage therapist at a spa, and a bunch of us girls that work there, we decided to go out. So first I went to a little bistro with 3 of the women, and had a drink and some like little dessert. Then my boss took me to Hibachi for dinner. So I went to dinner with her and a couple other different girls. And then after that, a few of us other ones went to a bar / like club like right across the street, and spent the night drinking and dancing. So that might be my most memorable one. Then for my questions, I had asked, if you could do anything for your birthday, what would you do? I would love to go to Disney on my birthday. Disneyland, Disney World. Geez, I've never been to Disneyland and I kind of don't want to, but Disney World. I would just, I've been there for around Christmas time and New Year's, but I would like to go for my birthday. Then my next question was, have you seen Beetlejuice the musical? If so, what is your favorite song? I have not seen it in person. Obviously, due to the pandemic, Broadway was shut down for quite some time, which Beetlejuice is returning April of 2022, I believe. But I had actually watched the full Broadway production on YouTube. It was poor quality because it was from somebody's phone, but I loved it nonetheless. The girl that plays Lydia is phenomenal, or was, because she switched out, I believe, halfway through her run, but her voice is just like perfect. And my favorite song is probably Dead Mom. That is my favorite song from the musical. Then the last question that I had asked was, if they remade Beetlejuice, who would you want to play Beetlejuice and Lydia? I thought about it, and I mentioned Seth Rogen for Beetlejuice, and then Lucy Hale as Lydia, but then also listening to and watching Maria's video, she mentioned Emma Stone, and I think actually that's a perfect fit too. So I'm just going to throw that in there now. But those are the questions. I really thank Maria for doing this collab with me. It was super fun. And I am talking through the first day. So let me get my planner opened because I don't have that opened. Let's see. Starting off with Monday, even though I'm halfway done with Monday, I had some pumpkin spice hot chocolate that I got from Weiss, and I used a coffee cup icon from Moonlight Paper Co. This coffee cup is probably close to 6 years old. I've had them forever. I love them. So I just wanted to mark it there. And then if you all don't know, I actually PR now for Moonlight Paper Co. And you could use my code SAM15 to save some money and get my special freebie. Moving on, in a half box, I marked that I was doing a training for Access, Microsoft Access Part 1 for all day, and I used a Sarah sticker to mark that. And it was an all day. It was just wonderful. On a little thing, I marked using a side eye cat from Fox and Cactus that the trainer was weird and like he like coughed or grunted like after every sentence he did, and it was super annoying. So I had 2 full days of that. Then I marked on a fancy label that we had thunderstorms this day. So I used an asterisk icon from the Wiggle for that. Then I filmed my plan with me, which I believe it was probably for pumpkin spice. And then I marked in a patterned like quarter box that I received gift from one of my best friends, Christina, and Ian's mom. Also, side note, in the sidebar, I marked that it was my birthday week with the Bubba Bear Studios bear. And I marked that it was a collab with Maria. I did leave some empty spaces because I'm waiting for my Papershire Beetlejuice stickers to come in so I could fill in the empty spaces once they arrive. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday was my birthday, and I used a squared off box to mark that. Fun fact, it is also my uncle's birthday, and it is quite funny because he is the youngest child and I am the youngest grandchild, and our birthdays fall on the same day. Then on a patterned fancy label, I marked that it was Access Part 1 Day 2 training, and I used a little Charles sticker for that. My mom and dad had bought me cupcakes and a new plant, so I used a little Sweet Bean Plans, a little bean eating a cake to mark that. The plant was from Zoe, quote unquote. And yeah, the cupcakes were really tasty. They were Halloween themed because she just picked them up from the store. But yeah, then this should have been up at the top, but it wasn't. I just felt like where I needed to mark it. I worked from 8 to 9 in the morning, and then I did 9 to 4:30 for my training. We had burgers for dinner, so I just used the burger foiled icon from the Wiggle. And also, like when I was on my lunch, because we did get an hour lunch, I did put up my 3rd plant stand. I did build it, so I just used this Nightingale Paper Company Winston building for that. Then moving on to Wednesday, I did put my work schedule because I did take 2 hours in the morning, so I worked from 10 until 4:30. Then on a fancy label, using a Barbara sticker from, I think it's Silver Oak Designs on Etsy. Sorry if I didn't mention that before. Barbara, that I tried to catch up on my work. Then on a patterned half box, I marked that there was bad thunderstorms again, so I just used another asterisk from the Wiggle. And now I'm talking ahead of myself. Go figure. Maybe. There we go. Okay. I'm almost there. Then on a fancy label, I marked using I think it's a Steamy from Wonton in a Million that I ran to Weiss. And then I had, excuse me, my yawning. On a little thing I marked with a fork and knife that I had Great China, one of the local Chinese places, because I haven't had it in like probably 3 or 4 weeks, and I've really been craving it, so I got it. Then I ordered all of my Halloween kits from Glam Planner, and I ordered my extras that I needed from Caress Press and Sticky Essentials, and I'm just waiting for everything to come in. So I'm hoping to have an October kit lineup, but chances are slim because I doubt I'm actually going to get everything on time, so I'm going to be behind on some stuff starting the week after this, actually. So, yeah. Then on a little thing, I marked with a Papershire Vanilla that I won $100 on a scratch-off ticket, so I just wanted to mark that, and I was super excited. I was super shocked, actually, that I won. And yeah, so moving on to Thursday, I marked on a fancy label with a stack of books circle icon that I finally caught up on all of my work. It only took 2 full days because no one likes to help, which I think I've complained about before. And then on a patterned half box, I used, a Beetlejuice sticker from Silver Oak Designs because I surprised my mom with mums. She did mention a while ago that she wanted to win $100 on a scratch-off ticket so then she could go purchase 2 mums at the local, little nursery, I would say it is. And then she would have obviously half the money for herself. But I figured I won the $100 first, so I figured I would surprise her and picked up 2 different ones. So that was exciting. Then I uploaded a plan with me, which, like I said, I believe it's the pumpkin spice one. I also then, in a patterned half box, called the You voicemail. So You on Netflix is coming back on the 15th of October, I believe. And all this week that I'm planning, they had little things like call this number, and then you can call, and it was actually the Goldberg's voicemail. And you could leave a message. I didn't, because I didn't know what it was at first, but you were able to call and leave a voicemail, and they're like, well, we'll get back to you on September 17th. And September 17th, they actually released the posters for the season, and I'm super excited about that because I love Penn. He's beautiful. So I'm excited for that. Then I had a chicken. A Chicago Fire binge. So I just used a scary movie Munchkin from Once More with Love to watch that. Even though it wasn't scary, I figured it matched well because it's a dark kit. Then moving on to Friday, I marked in a patterned half box that I was exhausted. So I just used a low battery Munchkin to mark that. Then on a little thing, I marked that we had a meeting my boss and I had a meeting at 10:30. And I just used an Adam sticker from Silver Oak Designs. Then on a little thing, I marked that we took Zoe to the school, it was an old elementary school. It's being turned into apartments now. And they have a baseball diamond where you're able to lock all of the sides, and then people bring their animals to run around in. But there were 2 dogs there already, so my mom and I, we just walked around the big open area for Zoe to run around. Not loose because she's not good off leash, but she was able to play around. Then on a fancy label, I marked that I fell down the rabbit hole of Gabby Petito. Super sad story. Obviously, if you followed the story, you know that they had recovered her body, and I believe they're still looking for Brian. But it was just a sad situation, and I kind of fell down watching all of the stories and stuff about her, and it was so sad hearing about finding her. I had a super bad sinus headache, so I just marked that with a vanilla that was sneezing in a half box, and it was the weekend of the PBC and UPS sale, I believe, so I ordered both from Papershire. I ordered a whole bunch of characters, and then from Chasing Chelsea, I ordered 3 or 4 foil bundles. I don't remember how many I bought. But I bought this beautiful one. It's a matte, I think it's matte bronze, matte rose gold, matte copper, something, to go with my Dead and Breakfast kit. And I'm so, I think it's going to be a perfect match. I can't wait. If you haven't realized, I'm so excited for my Halloween spreads this year. I think they're just going to be so, so good. Moving on to Saturday, I marked that I was up at 7:30 a.m. because my mom and I went to the Fall Craft Festival at Hillside Farms. I had posted in one of the plant groups that I'm in, like I'm in a local like Pennsylvania plant group, and I asked if there was any place to get plants other than like Lowe's or Home Depot because they started to not get stuff. And a girl commented on it saying, we're going to be here. We have a pop-up shop. If you want to get there at 10 o'clock, like 10 o'clock when it opens, that's the best bet to get like the plants that you might want. There's a list on my Facebook page. So we looked, we kind of had an idea, and we went. And that's why on the next thing on a pattern fancy label, I marked with a Carly Plans little flower pot that I got patchwork plants. My mom and I both got 3 plants, and I love them all. She's actually today, which is the 22nd, she's putting on her Facebook group the rest of the plants that did not sell at like a discount. So I'm super excited to see what she has left because I might have to pick something else up. Then on another fancy label, I used a milk icon, and I can't tell you where it's from because I think I got it from Abby. So I don't know where it's from. And it's just thrown in my sticker book now. That we picked up strawberry chocolate and strawberry milk along with some iced tea from Hillside. And then at night, my dad and I made some lava cakes. So I used a little steamy baking from Wonton in a Million. Then lastly, on Sunday, I used the little sand snake icon on a patterned fancy label to mark that I made some cracked chicken in my crock pot for supper. I didn't leave the house all day, so on a solid piece of washi, that's what I marked, and I'm just waiting for my paper shire stickers to fill that in. On a fancy label, I marked with the script from the Wiggle that I did some laundry. And then in a half box, I marked that I watched Clickbait. I started it probably a week or so ago, and I maybe got 10 minutes into the first episode. And then I watched like episode 1 and 2 on Saturday, but I didn't have room to mark it. But I finished it all. Like I binged it until I think 1 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. And I am mind blown. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you do. It is super good. You're never going to figure it out because I didn't. I kept asking my friend who kept watching it, like, is it this person? Is it this person? Was it this person? And she's like, nope. And then finally, like, I was shocked. So y'all need to watch Clickbait if you have it on Netflix. Then I filmed this day. And I used the YouTube icon to mark that. I also took my monthly injection for my migraines, so I used a Glam Planner Kisma with a syringe to mark my injection. And I couldn't fall asleep this day, so I used a Delia sticker from Silver Oak Designs to mark that. And here I am that I don't know what happened. Like I left it recording and I stepped away from my desk, I think, for a hot second. So you're just going to see this spread for just a little bit of time. But while this is going through and I am, it's waiting for it to fill out like the day by day. Again, I just wanted to thank Maria for doing this collab with me. It was super fun. I love the questions that we both had asked. And if you get to this part of my video, and if you, let me see, if they remade Beetlejuice, who would you want to play Beetlejuice and Lydia? Like, I would like to know your answers. I think I asked a different question in the video that I'm deleting. And again, sorry for that video because there was a lot of road work outside and it was super loud, and to be on the phones at work and stuff, and it was a rotten day yesterday, which was the 21st. So I figured, even though there was a lot of views on there and some comments and everything, I wanted to give it a second chance and actually just upload this one. So I hope you guys liked this video better than the one. If you saw my video before that I'm deleting, I appreciate you watching this one, even though it's basically the same thing. I know I talk a little bit about a little differently, maybe my answers or something, but I appreciate you all. And again, Maria, thank you for coming to me to do this collab. I know it's been in the works for some time, and I'm glad we were able to figure out a kit to do a collab with. But here is my finished spread that I'm just throwing in my planner. And yeah, there we go. And I'm just going to do a little wiggle here for you to see all the red foil. I loved using red foil. I know Maria used green and hers turned out beautiful as well. I was torn on what to use, but I didn't find that like emeraldy green color that was in there. So I wanted to use this one, but I will see you in my next video. Bye.